Good evening, Robert Scribbler with the OBX Wave Report, filming the south and east from Jeanette's Pier at a cold North Atlantic Ocean with northeasterly winds blowing between 17 and 23 miles per hour. We have this scud of cloud moving in overhead, and overall pretty choppy conditions up and down the Outer Banks. 2 to 4 foot in some spots, 3 to 5 foot plus in others. And what you see now is basically what we're going to get over the next 4 to 5 days as northeasterly winds continue to blow. Cold temperatures continue to dominate with temps in the 40s, and choppy waves ranging anywhere from 2 foot all the way up to 9 foot potentially by Wednesday. Okay, so let's look at conditions based on the wave monitors, the buoy data, the Wave Watch 3 model, and the National Weather Service, as well as observations by yours truly up and down the Outer Banks. And right now at Nag's Head, we've got 2 to 4 foot waves with the occasional 5 footer rolling in here. Choppy conditions with the primary swell out of the northeast at 4.5 foot and 7 seconds. We've got north winds blowing at 17 miles per hour with the occasional higher gust. Air temperatures pretty chilly at around 44 degrees. Ocean water temperatures also cold. We are in February, folks. 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Tides. We had a high tide earlier today between 1 and 2 p.m. depending on your location on the east facing beaches, and low tide this evening, looking forward to it at 7 to 8 p.m. To our south in Rodanthe, we've got 3 to 5 foot plus waves with the occasional 6 footer and choppy conditions with the primary swell coming out of the northeast at 6.3 foot and 7 seconds. Winds out of the north at 21 miles per hour. Air temperatures 45 degrees. Ocean water temperatures 50. And at Buxton, we got 4 to 5 foot waves. Choppy conditions. Northeasterly swell coming in at 5.3 foot and 9 seconds. North winds 20 miles per hour with some higher gusts. 47 degree air temperatures. Ocean water temperatures 55, and that's about as warm as it's going to get in the water. And last of all at Frisco, 1 foot and clean with a northeast swell wrapping around the point at 3.6 foot and 5 seconds. Looking at our forecast for today, cold in the 40s, 2 to 6 foot waves, choppy conditions, 18 to 25 mile per hour, northerly and northeasterly winds, windy, sunny, and clouds for the remainder of the day, and then on into the evening. Tomorrow, 2 to 6 foot waves, choppy conditions, windy, 10 to 20 mile per hour plus north and northeasterly winds, cold temperatures in the 40s, and sunny conditions for Monday. Windy once again with northeasterly winds blowing 14 to 25 miles per hour. Sunny, highs once again in the middle 40s. Larger waves, 3 to 7 foot, and choppy conditions. And on Tuesday, waves continue to build to 4 to 8 foot with choppy conditions, and those northeasterly winds picking up to 20 to 30 miles per hour. We've got temperatures predicted for Tuesday into the middle 40s with sun and cloud. Those northeasterly winds blowing off the ocean. We'll probably get periods of cloud rolling in here off that warmer, moister North Atlantic Ocean. And then last of all, on Wednesday, getting even bigger, 5 to 9 foot waves with choppy conditions, northeasterly winds 24 to 34 miles per hour. Air temperatures in the 40s, clouds and sun mixed up. We've basically got a semi-nor'easter without the rain predicted on Wednesday. So a gnarly 5 days ahead of us, and getting kind of gnarlier. This is kind of stuff we expect in February, but you know what? Things start to look up by the end of the week, and then next week, looks like things might calm down and we might end up with some nice conditions. All right, so thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX wave report. And as I always do, I'd like to ask you guys to please join with me in helping to support the defense of our coastlines against the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning. The primary method for defending our coastlines right now is the mass deployment of clean energy being wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles. Those are the mass deployable forms of clean energy. As you can see right now, we're heading toward low tide, but we've got a lot of beach erosion here all up and down the Outer Banks. Yesterday I was in Rodanthe and there was practically no beach to speak of, with waves right against the sand dunes at high tide. No major storms, just pretty calm conditions yesterday, but nonetheless water very high. And here in this case, we're at heading toward low tide in a couple of hours, and yet the water is pretty high up on the beaches. That's an impact of climate change, folks. Those rising sea levels and really threaten all those beautiful houses that you see right here on the coastline, the roadways, the hotels, the piers, all of the coastal infrastructure under the gun from rising sea levels, more intense storms, and then the environment under the gun from ocean heat waves and ocean acidification. The way we put a stop to it is we got to replace that fossil fuel burning, and we got to do it fast. And the way we do that is we invest in manufacturing clean energy, which is a really good thing for working folks and those of us who, you know, are looking for jobs, because that's a big jobs boon for everybody. So let's all get on board and mass deploy that clean energy, outcompete those fossil fuels, and get on track to a situation where we're net zero carbon emissions and we're not heating up the earth any more than we already have, and possibly get the opportunity to cool it down a bit. All right, so thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX Wave Report. Once again, hope you find some surf where you are. Much love to you all, and I will be back with you shortly.